It's the Dani Cutler Show on Independent Radio, KWSS 93.9 FM, and we are streaming on our lovely new website, KWSS.org. And those of you listening on 93.9 FM right now, you're going to hear this wonderful interview I had earlier in the week with Jane in the Jungle. And those of you who are watching the Zoom right now, there's a couple of them right now. We got Jordan and Brian from the band. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Woo woo. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yes. It's lovely to see your faces. Definitely. So
you too.
Yeah. Even if it's over Zoom.
No, it's great.
I know, it is wonderful. I like your background. Those pictures on the wall.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we call this our vanity wall. So this is our practice space. I could attempt to show you around, but the internet connection might be unstable.
It's all good.
But we can maybe do that a little later.
It's all good. We can try afterwards. You can give us a tour. Though I've seen plenty of videos from your practices.
That's
too.
True.
So
yep. So we are in the very room.
Nice. The room where it happens. If you're a Hamilton fan, you. So last time I saw all of you, it was actually in person because you played at the KWSS Fall Fundraiser in November when we had our live streams at Last Exit. So thank you again for doing that, awkward as it was.
Oh, no, it was a blast.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Actually, on my list of things to do is post all the videos because I haven't done that yet. But the videos, I have all the videos and I've rewatched them and it looks spectacular. I mean, Last Exit always does a tremendous job with their sound and video quality. So eventually I'll get those out there. But it's nice to see because it was the closest I've come to live music in so long.
Same with us. Yeah, it was awesome.
So it was good. It was good. But you guys over the past year, seriously, you have kept so busy even before that. I mean, it was like, okay, pandemic, let's kick it into overdrive. So you've done a lot of creating and writing, and you were back in the studio was it over the summer or winter? Or both?
It was actually in January.
Okay, so really recent.
So Detroit winter, which we're not used to being from out here.
Yeah. So overall, how has it been? I mean, did you have a moment where you felt, like less creative, or did the fact that you couldn't go out and tour and perform, did that just make you even more creative? How was that for you?
I would say overall, it was a really awesome experience. I know this sounds weird.
No, I get it.
But we've been so busy the last handful of years of trying to squeeze time in the studio and then trying to do all the shows that we want to do. And so when the shows stopped, we were just happy that we were able to just slow down and just write just for the heck of writing and just having fun with it.
Yeah.
And we met about once a week and we would do Mexican food, skinny margaritas, or just fizzy alcoholic drink. Fun. And we wrote a bunch of new songs. And this was even before we even knew we would be in the studio. And we didn't realize how long the pandemic would be. But we all pretty quickly, and maybe you could jump in, but I think all of us, we were for our own sanity, I think we need to just hang out at least once a week to do some sort of music activity. And we all love just jamming and writing.
Yeah.
So you give your take.
Yeah, I agreed. Same thing, kind of just doing it because we love to do it still. And it is nice, as much as we love playing shows, it is nice to kind of slow down and just write and just hang and just do it. It's still been a lot of fun. We're still staying busy and everything.
That's good. That's good. So your new single is called Trouble, which of course, people are going to be listening to this on Friday. The video drops Thursday, however you want to interpret that. And the single is released now on Friday today. And it's a great song. I mean, you're still just cranking out the powerhouse hits, seriously.
Thank you.
So did you write that over the past year, or was it something on the back burner?
Oh no, we wrote it in this very room that we're sitting in during the pandemic.
Kind of towards the tail end, like we'd already decided to go to Detroit, I think, and we kind of wrote that like right before, and just that
like
just,
no pressure.
yeah.
We're like, nothing we write now is making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just happened to be one of the songs that we chose to do. So.
Nice. So what's the song about? What was the inspiration for writing Trouble?
Well, it was funny because Brian comes in with these old fashions that he had bought from a can. He's like, we should really try to write the most rock and roll song that we have to date. And we're all like, yeah. And so the guys were riffing on a song, and I'm kind of doing these melodies. It sounded kind of cool. And then Brian stopped me, and he was almost like upset. He's like, just screw it. You need to sound like Dave Grohl, like belt it out there, girl. And that was the first time, like, I'm like, whoa, I've never tried to sound or like be like anybody. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm going to try this. And so I belted out the octave up, and it ended up just turning into Trouble. And
yeah. It actually started out real, like everything we do, like it started off like real slow and bluesy. Like, so it wasn't like super rock and roll at first, and then as we were recording it, it kind of evolved and became like more of a powerhouse song. But
nice. All your music starts out slow and bluesy?
For some reason, when Brian and I sit down and write together, everything we start to write comes out like kind of swingy and bluesy and kind of gypsy like.
But we've never been able to record a gypsy song. So that hopefully we can do that maybe this year and show our true selves. But
maybe you need to start with something really rock and roll, and just like start with belting something out rock and roll, and then maybe it's like, oh, let's turn this into something bluesy. Maybe just to flip the script.
And it seemed like people were really like, the feedback that we had gotten after we released Animal and Lucky 7 was like, we want to see more rock from you. As a female artist, there's not many girls that can belt it out there, and that we would love to see you do that. And I was like, well, I do that all the time.
You do.
I do. It's almost too much, but I'm like, well, darn it, we needed a song that just shows that.
Yeah. And
I say show that because we were also really wanted the recording to like feel kind of like that live energy performance that we have. We wanted the music video to like embody that. Because, we haven't been to live shows. We're like, let's just really let's not write a sappy, sad pandemic song, which that's coming out later. But
it's coming.
But let's just feel the energy and the sassiness and like the rock, and talk about trouble and how trouble is finding you.
Yeah, it feels like a good time for it. I mean, here we are, it's April, it's over a year later, and people are getting vaccinated, and things are starting to try and come back more than the other attempts that were made last year that were just kind of like, sad attempts. But now it feels like a real progression to something, and even I can see like this like glimmer of light at the end of a very long tunnel that I haven't been able to see in months. Even in November when we saw each other for the fall fundraiser, it's like I couldn't predict January. I couldn't predict, even now I couldn't predict, a week later what it was going to be like. But now it's like, oh, all right, summer, something could happen. Fall, something could happen. So it's good, I think, with this song that you're just like, all right, let's just, get it out there. And it's almost like a yes, So and it's a great song too. So everyone's gonna love it, though. I'm sure by now those people listening, they've already seen the video, so they already know the song.
Yeah, please let us know if you like it, because we don't know, because we've never played this to a live audience. So that is weird. We've never done that before. But no, it was so weird. Even like a few days before we flew to Detroit, like we all had this kind of pact that one of us, or we might not even be able to get out there. We didn't know what laws it was changing every day, especially coming from like a hot spot that we were during that time.
Yeah.
So we were just so fortunate that we were all like COVID free and that we were able to go.
Yeah. And you guys have been, I mean, I've watched you and kept in touch with you over the past year. You guys have done, you know, you've kept your safe, you've been safe and done your due diligence. And so, you know, it's all good. You know, you're one of the ones I'm happy about, and I'm not ashamed to say that. All right. So let's talk about the video for Trouble, which releases Thursday or has released Thursday, covering all the bases there. Tell me about the video. What prompted, what was the idea behind it?
So I will say that Jim Laveau was a big inspiration for the music video. And I don't know if you know Jim, but he does a lot of, he's a big rock photographer, and he lives here, and he's worked with a bunch of Phoenix artists. And he kind of reached out to me and said that he was doing music videos now, which was really awesome. And I was like, well, Jim, how do we work with you on a music video? And I was kind of sharing him some of our songs, and he really connected with Trouble, and he liked that a lot. And he's like, you know what? I have a really good idea. Just trust me with it. And I was like, whew, great. So like, I didn't have to do anything. And so he kind of just took full reins, and we shot it in one night. Super fun. And like, just really loved how it turned out, and just so thankful that we were able to work with Jim and Tony. And we hope that we can do another music video with them. But this is the first, we feel like this is our most produced video to date.
Nice. That's great. No, I had no idea that he was starting to do music videos, and that's wonderful.
Yeah, he's just so busy. So he opened up a whole other business.
That's good to know. I mean, he's a fantastic photographer. So, I mean, I imagine, and you see in the video, he's amazing. So awesome. So everything is now open and released to the world by the time people are listening to this. So you can see the video, check the social medias. I'm sure that it is posted there, and you're about to hear the single here in the 939 local spotlight. But tell us what is coming up. You've got a live stream happening this weekend, yes?
Yes. So we have a live stream on Saturday at 8 p.m. Arizona time, and that is free to watch on Facebook. And we are streaming live from Last Exit.
Yay.
Live.
Last Exit live.
Live. So yeah, it'll be very similar actually to the show that we did in November.
Nice. No, I like I said, they have amazing sound and video, and they put together a great show. And you know, watching the videos, it felt like it could have had, you know, a building full of people, you know, and so it still had that feeling. So it was good. So I'll be watching for sure, because I'm still having to distance, and I've had one shot, and I'm waiting for my second one. And I tell you, I'm feeling FOMO a lot lately. So are you planning? So what's the future, you know, hold for you? You're doing this live stream this weekend. Are you thinking about maybe getting back into doing live music with an audience? What's your feeling?
We are thinking about it. We're not sure what that will be. And so we're kind of just on the back burner, kind of waiting for the right show to happen.
Yeah.
But we're actually busy with we're trying to put out music. And so we're trying to work on content and figure out how to get more music out to you guys, and share kind of what we've been working on this past year and like what we've been writing. And yeah, I'm pretty confident to say that I'm pretty sure that we'll be doing a show at some point this year, which is exciting, because even a few months ago, we didn't even know if that would be a possibility, but yeah, I think it will be. So we're excited for that.
I know, fingers crossed, right? That everything just, you know, everyone continues to get vaccinated and numbers keep trending down and all that stuff. So
Brian, you want to jump in and say something?
Is Tuffy there?
Here, I'm done eating now. I got a nice piece of salmon. That's the thing. It's like, I shouldn't have got salmon, because honestly, you can't like let salmon go sit for a freaking hour.
Yeah, and here's it's gonna be any your water, summer water.
Oh, thank you. It's what time right now, Dani? It's about 8:50, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know what time is it.
It will be. When this airs, it'll be about 9:30 or so.
I don't think I'll be having a champagne.
Mimosa? We're celebrating.
I don't like morning drinking.
That is
good for you.
Something that we picked up during the pandemic.
Terrible job liking this. Looks awful.
No, this looks great.
This is what happens when you.
All right, and this is why he was eating during the interview.
Well, we got all the important stuff out of the way, so.
Well, now we can talk about all the real issues.
Oh, real issues
that the American people are worried about.
About your salmon.
These trying times, yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
No, to talk about the song.
I mean, well, Danny, you got to set me up, right? How did I even get here? Because all of a sudden it's gonna be like, bloop, big guy's gone. And what happened?
Well, all right. Well, okay, so they talked a little bit about the background of writing Trouble. Give me your thoughts about the song and how it came to be.
So I thought it was like a really interesting organic process because as these guys probably talked about, it was really just a jammed out song. It wasn't like, oh, we have this like really specific idea. We have to do the song about trouble. It just kind of like felt right to go that way. And then I had implored Jordan to kind of try to take a little more of an aggressive approach to the vocal on the chorus specifically. And
what did you tell me?
And I told her that I was like, think about like the way like Dave Grohl would sing it. Like he's gonna sing it like he's right in front of you and he's grabbing you by your shirt and he's shaking you, right? Like it's like he's right there. And I was like, you need to feel right there, like you're right in my face. And so I don't know if the way that she did it was propelled by the fact that maybe she was pissed at me for telling her that I didn't like what she did before. But
no, it was a good note.
Whatever it was, it worked. And so, it's easy to get really mad at me, but sometimes that's a good thing for everybody else around me. So
you just know how to tap into her creative process.
Yeah, I just know how to get people fired up. So.
Or just how to piss people off, whatever.
No, I like to think of it like fired up. Like
fired up. Pissed off.
Fired up. Fired up.
So how did you feel doing the video with Jim?
I love Jim. He is like, the thing that I love about Jim is you're hiring him to do, it's like you're bringing him your art to do his art. Mm-hmm. And that's a really cool, it's more of a collaboration. It's not just like, hey, I'm hiring you to make me a video. Like, here's the script, here's the concept. Like, he's collaborative, but at the same time, like, he really is an artist in the regard of, he's going to be like, look, like, this is my idea, guys. Like, we should really do this. And we have enough track record with him where we have good trust that if he says, I have an idea that I think is going to work really well for this, that, we trust to just go with that. So, because here's the thing too about Jim is like, and I hope Jim's listening. Hi, Jim.
He will be.
Jim is all about like, and don't take this the wrong way, but like, he's all about like looking cool, looking badass. Like he definitely is like big on that. And so it's like, he's not going to put you in a position where his reputation of making people look badass is on the line. So he will make sure that it looks badass.
No, I get it. That makes complete sense. And with Jane in the Jungle, I mean, badass rock band. So why not have someone who is good at making people look badass to do it?
Yeah, especially when you have people that are as not badass as Jordan and I. A couple of dorks over here. At least we have Big B to help even it out. He's a true badass.
He's the real badass of the band, huh?
A couple of dorks, really.
Oh goodness. Well, that's awesome. And yeah, by the time everybody's listening to this, the video is out there and the song is about to be played in the 939 local spotlights. So I'll be watching on the live stream this Saturday. So I'm very excited for that as well. And where can everybody find out more about you? Is everything Jane in the Jungle, all the social media?
Jane, the letter in the jungle. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, I would say are at the top. Oh, Spotify, Apple Music,
and Brian,
Pandora,
and Big Brian now has an OnlyFans too.
Excellent. So, hey, have you guys gotten on TikTok yet? Are you on TikTok yet?
Oh my gosh, I have one TikTok video. I'm terrible at it.
I don't understand.
But if you guys know TikTok and you tag us in our song, because I think it will be on TikTok. Like, I would love to like share it because I don't know what to do.
I'm at a loss with it too. Seriously. All I put up are like 3 dog videos because that I can do. I can film my dog.
I have one cat video.
And how's that going? How's the dog video going?
It, they're there. They got a couple of likes. They were from my kids.
Hey, you know what? They're trying to earn their Christmas present, and I admire that.
It is what it is. But you just go, what I've learned is that you just kind of have to go where your people are. So like if you start getting this fan base on TikTok, then pay more attention to it. But until then, you have plenty of other sources.
Is I am not a good dancer. And that's really kind of what I feel like TikTok is. Jordan could do the TikTok dances, I think.
TikTok is kind of just goofy and funny.
It's stupid is what it is.
And people really savvy at that, and that is just an area that we are not. Like, luckily, we know a little bit about music, maybe, but
it's hard to be badass on TikTok, right?
Exactly. TikTok is about being like the worst version of yourself. And when you're trying to be badass, like if I put myself in a situation where I was like, will Jim like this TikTok? There's like almost no scenario where I can think of in my entire life where I'll be like, Jim Laveau will approve of this TikTok.
Exactly. Just saying TikTok, it's like, that does not sound badass.
Yeah.
I know.
They should have made it something else like Muckluck or something. I don't know. That doesn't even sound bad.
There isn't even a good name for it.
If anyone can do a TikTok challenge, and I don't know what challenge it will be, but if you come up with a good challenge, we will all try to do it.
There we go. All right. There you go. So Jane in the Jungle, they will do a TikTok challenge if you give them one. So there you go.
With our song in the background.
There we go. With Trouble in the background.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I think there's this thing too, where you can like split your screen and like somebody's singing your song and then you copy the song or something like that. I don't even understand it. So there we go.
I don't either.
Oh, I will say, okay, one TikTok thing, and I don't have a TikTok, but I know people like repost their TikToks on like Instagram and Facebook. Like Upsall, she does these ridiculous TikTok things where she does like those side by side, and she's like watching some other video of like a person having a rant or like a mental breakdown, and then she'll like kind of turn it into this little song.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty clever when I saw her doing those. So
that is neat. I can see you doing that. Jordan, I can see you doing that.
What you're good at, I guess, with it.
To find the time of day.
That's the thing, is like, where do people find time to do this as well? I don't have time. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. The video is available. The song is Trouble, and it is out now, and you're going to hear it right now in the 939 local spotlight. Jane in the Jungle, Jordan, Brian, and Brian, thank you so much for joining me for a little while here on the Zoomy Zoom.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yes, and I hope to see you guys in person again very soon.
Yes, likewise. Keep us posted.
Yeah, same. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, Dani.